It is not yet done, but I see Nigeria qualifying for the World Cup. Let's break it down. Let us look at the roadmap to Nigeria's qualification for the World Cup. Nigeria finished last in the second best teams that finished second in each group, and Nigeria had the lowest number of points, which was 15 points. Now, Cameroon, Gabon, Congo, DR, and Nigeria were the highest ranked teams of the second place teams who finished with the highest number of points in their groups. Now, Cameroon, the highest representative of Africa at the World Cup, have been to the World Cup about 7 or 8 times since its inception. Congo DR, on the other hand, last represented their country when they were known as Zaire in the 70s, and ever since then they have not represented Congo DR. Gabon are the only team in these 4 representatives in the playoff who have never ever qualified for the Mundial. Now let's look at Nigeria's pathway to the World Cup. Now, of the 8 teams, that is from AFC, that is Asian Football Confederation, CONMEBOL, that is the North American Football Federation, Oceania, OFC, and CAF. You have 2 representatives after the first and second ties. Now, this is how it goes. Nigeria, as the highest ranked team of the 4 in the CAF rankings and in the FIFA rankings, have the privilege of playing at home on November 13. Now, thank God, if not for the CAF rankings that have been imbibed into this format, Nigeria might have not had any opportunity of qualifying for the Mundial. Now, Gabon, of this second team with the second ranked team with the highest points, finished top of the ladder with 19 points, followed by Cameroon, followed by Congo DR, and then the Super Eagles of Nigeria with 15 points. Now, this is how it goes. Nigeria, being the highest ranked African team in the CAF standings and in the FIFA rankings, have the privilege of playing a one-off match. Now, what does one-off match mean? What do I mean by one-off match? There is no there's no home or away tie. It is a one-legged tie. Now, after proceedings, if you have a stalemate, either 0-0 or a score draw of 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, what have you, they are going straight into either a penalty shootout, or they would go extra time to pick the first team that would qualify from that group. And I see Nigeria having their way against Gabon. Yes, Gabon in the qualifiers were fantastic with the likes of Aubameyang and his other teammates. Now, the second tie would be between Cameroon, which are the second highest ranked team after Nigeria in the CAF rankings of these 4 teams that are playing the playoffs. Now, Cameroon would also have the privilege of playing at home against Congo DR. So if we look at it, most likely, based on precedings, we might just have Nigeria versus Cameroon, most likely, in these proceedings. Now, when these ties are played, whoever qualifies between Nigeria and Gabon will face the winner between Cameroon and Congo DR. Now, the outcome of that match would represent and produce the sole representative for Africa, which will also be the same across all boards in the other continents. The CONMEBOL, the AFC, that's the Asian Football Federation, the Oceania Football Federation, and Nigeria. Now, Nigeria, of all the 8 teams that would be playing the playoff, are the highest ranked in the FIFA ranking. Now, I'm talking about CAF, CONMEBOL, OFC, and Asia, Nigeria ranks highest in the FIFA ranking. Now, this gives Nigeria a leverage. Now, if Nigeria pulls it off and beats the winner after going past Gabon on November 13 and meeting the winner between Cameroon and Congo DR, if they succeed and come out as the sole representative of Africa, they likely would be meeting the lowest ranked team of all the 8 teams from the 4 associations, that is CONMEBOL, AFC, Oceania, and CAF. And this probably will be between Curacao, Costa Rica, or New Caledonia. So Nigeria has their road map mapped out only if they can get past Gabon and the winner between Cameroon and Congo DR, and also meet. Now, this final proceedings between Nigeria after going past the CAF Inter-Confederation Playoffs would meet a representative from either Asia or Oceania based on the FIFA rankings and what might be. Now, we do not know what the outcome would be, if there's going to be a 2-legged tie or just a 1-legged tie. FIFA are yet to decide. But after these proceedings in November, the final matchup of the 2 teams that will represent each continent, of the team that will represent each continent, will be played in March 2026. Let's keep our focus on this and see how Nigeria would navigate these playoffs. So we might see Nigeria playing about 4 matches in qualification for the World Cup in North America next year. Nigeria, I believe, would make it there. They would. Nigeria thrives best when they are in tight corners. I don't know why it is like that, but I see Nigeria pulling through, being the highest ranked team of all the 4 teams representing in CAF and FIFA, and also the highest ranked team of all the 4 continents there represented, gives Nigeria a leverage and a better and less competitive opponent in this qualification. Now, let's see how Nigeria goes about it. Nigeria is blessed with an array of talents and stars. And thank God, Osimhen, if no injuries come up, and our other array of stars would know what it means for Nigeria to be at the Mundial, the World Cup next year, which will be hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States of America. Nigeria was at the last World Cup USA hosted in USA 94. And I know the Super Eagles are rearing and jeering to be at the Mundial. Now, I have no doubts about our striking options. We have the best striker in Africa in Victor Osimhen. We need Osimhen. We need Osimhen. Now, I am more than confident of Osimhen pulling up the strings. Now, Osimhen is one player who is always motivated when the chips are down for the Super Eagles. He puts his heart into it. I've never seen any other striker since the days of Rashidi Yekini giving it all in dire straight situations. Osimhen gives everything, and I know that Osimhen knows what it means to be at the Mundial, and I know he's going to put up his charges and rear them on to win this qualification to the World Cup next year. I know Osimhen is rearing, is ambitious, is energetic, is rearing, is angered. He wants to see the Super Eagles at the World Cup, and I believe Osimhen is our sure ticket to the World Cup. He doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He charges, he goes after the ball, and that is what we need. That is the kind of striker. One you can look up to and be rest assured that he will deliver. Imagine when Nigeria needed him most in the last match, he came up and scored a wonderful hat-trick. No wonder he was named the African Footballer of the Year, and you can see that he's beginning and he's always proving his worth. It wasn't a fluke that he was named the African best. And I believe that Osimhen has a lot to offer Nigeria. He has shown his pedigree, his mettle, and his worth. And what more can I say? Osimhen is a dangerous and lethal striker, one that you would not want to face. And I'm sure Gabon are cracking and racking their heads now how they would be able to stop this rearing and raging bull in the person of Osimhen. And worse off, it is going to be played in Nigeria. Gabon, watch your back. It's going to be a whitewash. Let's see how they go through this roadmap. Nigeria wasn't at the last World Cup, and I know Nigerians are agitated. They are worried. But we still have a lifeline. And I believe Nigeria will take this lifeline. Take it from me. This is the sports verdict. Beyond the stats, beyond the story. The verdict.